Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Primetime Bulletin. Now headlines. In another setback for the BJP-led government in Manipur, Nitish Kumar-led Janata Dal United Party has withdrawn its support to Biren Singh-led state government. US President Donald Trump reaffirmed his stance to support the H1B Visa program, stating that the country needs competent and great individuals to come to the US and that this can be achieved through the H1B Visa program. The Union Cabinet has approved to increase the minimum support price of MSP of raw jute by 6% or Rs 315 to Rs 5,650 per quintal for marketing season 2026. Section 163 of BNSS imposed and the Pantal village has been declared containment zone after 17 mysterious deaths were reported in JNK's Rajouri. The national convener of Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, has demanded the centre to dedicate the upcoming budget session to the middle-class people in the country. Now, the news in detail. In another setback for the BJP-led government in Manipur, Nitish Kumar-led Janata Dal United Party has withdrawn its support to Biren Singh-led state government. In a letter to the governor, signed by Manipur Unit JDU President K.S. Biren Singh, the party stated that the party's state unit does not support the BJP-led state government in Manipur, and the party's lone MLA, MD Abdul Nasir, shall be treated as an opposition MLA in the House. JDU National Spokesperson Rajiv Ranjan Prasad, meanwhile, said this was misleading and baseless and that the president of the Manipur unit, KSH Biren Singh, has been removed from his position. Prasad said they have supported NDA and will continue to support them. He also claimed that the Manipur unit did not have any communication with the central leadership and the president had written the letter on his own.
से जारी किया गया है, उसमें समर्थन विड्रॉ कर लिया गया है जेडीयू के विधायक द्वारा वहां के एनडीए सरकार से मणिपुर में।
देखिए, ये पूरी तरह से भ्रामक और बेबुनियाद खबर है। पार्टी ने इसका संज्ञान लिया है और मणिपुर इकाई के अध्यक्ष को उनके पद से मुक्त कर दिया गया है। हमारा एनडीए को समर्थन था और मणिपुर की एनडीए सरकार को समर्थन आगे भी जारी रहेगा। देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो यह है कि मणिपुर के इकाई की ओर से केंद्रीय नेतृत्व से कोई संपर्क नहीं किया गया था, विश्वास में लिया नहीं गया था। एक तरफा अध्यक्ष ने अपनी ओर से ये पत्र लिखा है और इसे गंभीर अनुशासनहीनता मानते हुए उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई की गई है, उनको पार्टी के अध्यक्ष पद से मुक्त कर दिया गया है।
एनडीए में रहते हुए में, जानते हुए में वहां के अध्यक्ष ने इतना बड़ा फैसला ले लिया और जेडीयू को जानकारी ही नहीं दी।
तो मैंने आपको तो बताया कि पार्टी नेतृत्व को बगैर विश्वास में लिए कोई इकाई इतना महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय ले ही नहीं सकती है। अगर उन्होंने ये लिया तो पार्टी ने जो अनुशासन के मानदंड बनाए हैं उसके विरुद्ध ये आचरण पार्टी ने समझा है और इसीलिए उन्हें तत्काल पद से मुक्त करने का फैसला लिया गया।
अब आगे क्या आप लोग एनडीए के साथ हैं वहां पर मणिपुर में सरकार?
पूरी मजबूती के साथ एनडीए के साथ हैं और मणिपुर के अस्थायित्व, उन विकास और वहां की जनता की सेवा में तत्पर वहां की इकाई रहेगी।
शुक्रिया।
The Union Cabinet has approved to increase the minimum support price of or MSP of raw jute by Rs 6% or Rs 315 to Rs 5,650 per quintal for marketing season 2025 to 2026. After a cabinet meeting chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal, while making the announcement, said the new MSP ensures return of 66.8% over all India weighted average cost of production and will benefit growers. This decision is expected to directly benefit approximately 1.70 lakh farmers involved in jute cultivation and positively impact around 40 lakh families linked to the jute farming sector.
महत्वपूर्ण आइटम्स के ऊपर मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस CACP द्वारा जो रिकमेंडेशन आती है उसके हिसाब से बढ़ाते रही है और जब से महत्वपूर्ण निर्णय लिया गया कि 50% लागत से ज्यादा हम MSP को निर्धारित करेंगे, उसको 100% पालन किया गया है और इस वर्ष 2025-26 के सीजन के लिए रॉ जूट की MSP इसी आधार पर लगभग 6% बढ़ाई गई है। अब वो 5,650 रुपए प्रति क्विंटल रहेगी, जो लागत मूल्य से लगभग 67% ज्यादा है। तो 5,650 प्रति क्विंटल MSP रॉ जूट पर लागत से 67% अधिक, पिछले साल की तुलना में 315 रुपए बढ़त जो 6% बनती है। इसका लाभ अधिकांश पश्चिम बंगाल के हमारे किसान, वहां की हमारी जूट मिल में काम करने वाले कामगार और एक प्रकार से नॉर्थ ईस्ट में पश्चिम बंगाल, आसाम, बिहार, पूर्वी और उत्तर पूर्वी इलाके में जहां जूट बनती है, वहां पे 40 लाख परिवार हैं जो सीधा या इनडायरेक्टली, डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्टली जूट क्षेत्र से प्रभावित होते हैं। उनका लाइवलीहुड जूट के साथ जुड़ा रहता है। उन सभी के लिए ये बहुत अहम और लाभदायक निर्णय रहेगा। 1,70,000 तो सीधा किसान हैं और किसानी परिवार हैं जो जूट बनाते हैं। पश्चिम बंगाल में लगभग 82%, आसाम में 9% और बिहार में 9%। मोटा मोटा इन तीनों राज्यों में सबसे ज्यादा उत्पादन होता है जूट का। और ये जूट को जब हम PDS में गेहूं या पैडी खरीदते वक्त बैग्स के रूप में जूट का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, जिसके लिए मोदी सरकार ने रिजर्वेशन रखी है, उससे इस पूरे जूट की खपत अच्छी तरीके से होती है। किसानों को कोई चिंता नहीं रहती है और जब जब जरूरत पड़ती है तो सरकार जूट की प्रोक्योरमेंट करके सुनिश्चित करती है कि किसानों को 100% मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस मिले।
6 individuals were arrested in Assam for publicly slaughtering cattle during a picnic, an act captured in a video that quickly went viral on social media. The incident has ignited a fierce controversy, particularly among the Hindu community, for whom cows are considered sacred, and has raised significant questions about communal harmony and cultural sensitivity in the region. The arrests were confirmed by Assam's Director General of Police, G.P. Singh, who took to social media platform X, formerly Twitter, to address the uproar. The graphic video, which depicts the slaughter in a public setting, has sparked a widespread condemnation, with many alleging that the act was a calculated move to provoke outrage and hurt religious sentiments. The accused, identified as Sahil Khan, 20, Hafizur Islam, 19, Rokibul Hussain, 20, Sahidul Islam, 30, Izaz Khan, 26, and Jahidul Islam, 24, were apprehended by Guwahati City Police with assistance from Kamrup Police. Critics have pointed out that the deliberate recording and sharing of the act on Instagram adds a provocative dimension due to the incident, amplifying tensions in the state. This incident has reignited discussions around the Assam Cattle Prevention Act 2021, a law enacted to prevent illegal cattle slaughter and trade in the state. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has repeatedly emphasized the law's role in preserving cultural values and ensuring communal harmony. However, the public nature of this act and the subsequent video have led many to question the effectiveness of the law's implementation and its ability to deter such incidents. While the arrests have been praised by many as a firm response to an inflammatory act, others have criticized the state's approach, labeling it as selective enforcement of the law. Social media platforms are flooded with polarized opinions, with some calling for stricter punishments and others accusing authorities of disproportionate targeting certain communities. Authorities have launched an extensive investigation into the motivations behind the incident, as well as the decision to share the video online. Meanwhile, the controversy has left a deep scar on Assam's social fabric, highlighting the fragile balance between cultural sentiments and freedom of expression. As Assam grapples with the fallout, the incident serves as a stark reminder of the volatile intersection of religion, law and social media in modern India. US President Donald Trump reaffirmed his stance to support the H1B Visa program, which allows employers in the US to hire non-immigrant workers for specialty occupations, stating that the country needs competent and great individuals to come to the US and that this can be achieved through the H1B Visa program. While addressing the media at the White House on Tuesday local time, Trump emphasized his belief in the importance of attracting skilled individuals in the country, citing the H1B Visa program as a key tool in facilitating this. He further argued that allowing quality people to come into the US further helps in bolstering the economy by supporting various industries. The US President also pointed to the diverse range of roles covered by the program, from maitre d's and wine experts to high-quality waiters, noting that these individuals contribute to the growth of businesses.
There's been some debate within your orbit over whether or not to keep or eliminate H1B visas. What's your position on that? Do you want to keep H1Bs or do you want to get rid of them?
I like both sides of the argument, but I also like very competent people coming into our country, even if that involves them training and helping other people that may not have the qualifications they do. But I don't want to stop. And I'm not just talking about engineers. I'm talking about people at all levels. We want competent people coming into our country. And HB1, I know the program very well. I use the program. Maitre d's, wine, experts, even waiters, high quality waiters. You got to get the best people. Now, then you go into people like Larry, and he needs engineers, and Masa needs, and this gentleman needs engineers like nobody's ever needed engineers, right? So we have to have the quality people coming in. Now, by doing that, we're expanding businesses, and that takes care of everybody. So I'm sort of on both sides of the argument, but what I really do feel is that we have to let really competent people, great people, come into our country, and we do that through the H1 program.
We'll take a short break, so stay tuned for more news.
ब्लैक टाइगर सीमेंट, कमाल का काम, टाइगर है ना।
यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के मार्गदर्शन एवं मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ के कुशल प्रबंधन से महाकुंभ 2025 अब तक का सबसे भव्य, दिव्य, हरित और सुरक्षित आयोजन होगा। 13 जनवरी अर्थात पौष पूर्णिमा को अमृत स्नान से महाकुंभ 2025 का विधिवत शंखनाद होगा। 26 फरवरी को महाशिवरात्रि पर अमृत स्नान तक कुल 6 प्रमुख स्नान होंगे। सदियों से चले आ रहे अमृत स्नान में सभी 13 अखाड़े शामिल होंगे। सोने चांदी की पालकी एवं हाथी घोड़े पर सवार साधु संत आध्यात्मिक शक्ति तथा वैभव का प्रदर्शन करते हुए अमृत स्नान करेंगे। मान्यता है कि शुभ मुहूर्त में डुबकी लगाने से अमरता का वरदान मिलता है। पुण्य और अमृतत्व की इसी अभिलाषा को हृदय में समेटे प्रयागराज महाकुंभ में पहुंचने वाले श्रद्धालुओं एवं तीर्थयात्रियों के स्वागत के लिए तत्पर है महाकुंभ मेला स्थल।
सनातन गर्व महाकुंभ पर्व, महाकुंभ 2025 प्रयागराज।
Welcome back. US President Donald Trump said on Tuesday, January 1, that he would likely impose sanctions on Russia if its president, Vladimir Putin, refuses to negotiate about ending the war in Ukraine. Trump gave no details on possible additional sanctions. The United States has already sanctioned Russia heavily for its invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Trump said his administration was also looking at the issue of sending weapons to Ukraine, adding his view that the European Union should be doing more to support Ukraine. Underquote, we're talking to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. We're going to be talking with President Putin very soon, unquote, Trump said. We're going to look at it, he further added.
We're going to be talking with President Putin very soon.
You've called for a ceasefire in Ukraine. If Vladimir Putin doesn't come to the table to negotiate with you, will you put additional sanctions on Russia?
Sounds likely.
And do you think that the war should be frozen currently along
the war
front
should have
battle
never
line?
started. If you had a competent president, which you didn't, the war wouldn't have happened. The war in Ukraine would have never happened if I were president. But that couldn't happen because the election was rigged. Yeah, go ahead. Well, we're looking at that. We're talking to Zelensky. We're going to be talking with President Putin very soon. And we'll see how it all happens. We're going to look at it very soon. One thing I do feel, the European Union should be paying a lot more than they're paying because under Biden, I mean, we're in there for $200 billion more. Now, it affects them more than it affects us. We have an ocean in between, right? Little thing called an ocean. The European Union should equalize. We're in there for $200 billion more than the European Union. I mean, what are we, stupid? I guess the answer is yes, because they must think so. But the European Union takes advantage of us tremendously on trade.
The national convener of Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind Kejriwal, has demanded the centre to dedicate the upcoming budget session to the middle-class people in the country. He said before the central government 7 demands, including the increment of education budget from 2% to 10% and capping of private school fees. He demanded subsidies and scholarships to be given for higher education, health budget to be increased to 10%, tax to be removed from health insurance, income tax exemption limit to be increased to rupees 10 lakhs from 7 lakhs, GST to be removed from essential commodities. Kejriwal also demanded a strong retirement plan and pension scheme for senior citizens, free medical services in all government and private hospitals, and 50% concession in rail travel for senior citizens. The Union budget session will begin on January 31st, and Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will present the budget on February 1.
छोड़ेंगे, उनको राहत देने में कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ेंगे। और आज हम केंद्र सरकार से भी ये अपील करते हैं कि हमारे देश के असली सुपर पावर भारत के मिडिल क्लास को पहचाने। आज मैं ये ऐलान करता हूं कि मैं और आम आदमी पार्टी सड़क से लेके संसद तक मिडिल क्लास की आवाज बनेंगे, उनकी आवाज उठाएंगे, उनके मुद्दों को उठाएंगे। आज से 2 हफ्ते के बाद देश का अगला बजट आने वाला है। इस लोकसभा के सत्र में आम आदमी पार्टी के सांसद मिडिल क्लास के मुद्दे संसद में उठाएंगे। मिडिल क्लास की आवाज की गूंज अब संसद में सुनी जाएगी। हम ये मांग करते हैं कि देश का अगला बजट मिडिल क्लास को समर्पित हो। आज मैं केंद्र सरकार से 7 डिमांड कर रहा हूं, 7 पॉइंट डिमांड्स मिडिल क्लास की तरफ से। पहला, शिक्षा का बजट 2% से बढ़ा के 10% किया जाए। प्राइवेट स्कूलों की फीस पे लगाम लगाई जाए पूरे देश में। दूसरा, उच्च शिक्षा के लिए, हायर एजुकेशन के लिए सब्सिडी और स्कॉलरशिप्स दी जाएं। तीसरा, हेल्थ का बजट भी बढ़ा के 10% किया जाए और हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस से टैक्स हटाया जाए। चौथा, इनकम टैक्स की छूट की सीमा को 7 लाख से बढ़ा के कम से कम 10 लाख किया जाए। पांचवा, एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज के ऊपर, आवश्यक वस्तुओं के ऊपर से जीएसटी खत्म किया जाए। छठा, सीनियर सिटीजन्स के लिए मजबूत रिटायरमेंट प्लान और पेंशन की योजनाएं बनाई जाएं और देश भर में सभी सरकारी और प्राइवेट अस्पतालों में सीनियर सिटीजन्स को मुफ्त और अच्छा इलाज दिया जाए। और सातवां, बुजुर्गों को पहले रेलवे में 50% कंसेशन मिलता था जो बंद कर दिया गया, उसे दोबारा चालू किया जाए। ये है हमारा मिडिल क्लास का मैनिफेस्टो। अगर आप हमारे मिडिल क्लास मैनिफेस्टो से सहमत हैं तो हमारी वेबसाइट middleclassmanifesto.com पर साइन करें और आप अपनी
The National Investigation Agency on Wednesday conducted searches at 16 locations across Punjab, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand in connection with the last year's Chandigarh grenade blast case linking inter-services intelligence backed Pakistan-based terrorist Harwinder Singh of Babar Khalsa International and US-based Harpreet Singh. The raids include 14 locations in Punjab, along with one each in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. The operation aims to uncover crucial evidence and track down individuals linked to the incident. The grenade blast, which occurred in Chandigarh in September last year, had raised security concerns, prompting an intensive investigation by the NIA. The development comes months after the Punjab police on September 13, 2024 said that they had cracked the Chandigarh grenade blast case by arresting a man in a joint operation with central agencies. They claimed that inter-services intelligence backed Pakistan-based terrorist Harwinder Singh, also known as Rinda, and US-based Harpreet Singh, also known as Happy Passia, masterminded the operation. Punjab Director General of Police Gaurav Yadav had informed that the state police arrested a man named Rohan Mansi, a resident of Passia village in Amritsar. According to police, an investigation has revealed that Happy Passia provided accused persons with explosives, weapons and logistical support to his local associates in Punjab and also arranged some financial backing for them. After committing the crime, the duo came to Amritsar and subsequently parted their ways, he said, while adding that Vishal first went to J&K and then moved to Delhi when police teams apprehended him. On September 11, a hand grenade was lobbed at a house in Chandigarh's Sector 10. Later, Chandigarh police investigated the incident and found that two individuals arrived on an auto rickshaw and one of them hurled a hand grenade at the house. The house belongs to K.K. Malhotra, a retired principal of an institute in Himachal Pradesh. The authorities have established containment zones in Batal village of Rajouri, where 17 people have died under mysterious circumstances in less than 2 months. In an order issued by the District Magistrate Rajouri, Section 163 of BNSS has been imposed as part of containment strategy and surveillance measures for affected families and close contacts in Batal, Tehsil Kawas, District Rajouri. In view of the recent health situation in the Batal area and to curb the further spread of infection, containment zones have been established, and as part of it, all families where deaths have occurred have been declared as containment zone. The houses of these affected families shall be sealed and entry will be totally restricted for all individuals, including their family members, unless otherwise authorized by the designated officers or officials, the order reads. All families identified as close contacts of affected individuals shall be declared as containment zone 2, the order reads further. All individuals from these families have been ordered to be shifted to GMC Rajouri for continuous health monitoring, and same has been made mandatory. The order comes a day after Chief Secretary held a meeting of the divisional and district administrations along with health experts and police department to take assessment of the measures taken so far to identify the real causes behind the mysterious deaths reported from Batal. On December 7 last, 5 people, including 4 children, died of a mysterious illness after they fell in after taking a community meal. On December 12, a woman and 3 children died due to an unknown illness. On January 9, Muhammad Aslam's 6 children fell ill and all of them succumbed to it. The maternal uncle and aunt who lived with Aslam who also died last week. Meanwhile, according to Dr. Amarjit Singh, principal of Government Medical College Rajouri, a common factor among the deaths is the involvement of the brain and damage to the nervous system. He also emphasized the recovery rate of the people affected by this unidentified disease. Out of 9 patients that were admitted to GMC Rajouri, 5 recovered. We have conducted preventive CT scans also, but recovery becomes tough once the brain gets involved, Padilla said. We're hoping to find the cause behind the illness soon, he added. That's all for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.